Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a scenario that can feel like walking a tightrope, approaching someone you're interested in at a party. You see her across the room, she looks amazing, and your brain just goes into overdrive. What do you say? How do you not come off as creepy or awkward? And most importantly, how do you turn a simple hello into a great conversation that lasts all night? Well, you've come to the right place. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete game plan to confidently and respectfully connect with that special someone. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about mindset. This is the foundation for everything. Before you even think about walking over, you need to shift your perspective. Your goal is not to get the girl. Your goal is to have a genuine, enjoyable human connection. That's it. See the difference? One puts a ton of pressure on you and the outcome, while the other is just about meeting a new person and seeing if you click. Go in with curiosity, not with an agenda. Be there to have fun yourself. When you're relaxed and enjoying the party, you radiate positive energy, and that's incredibly attractive. So, grab a drink, chat with your friends, and get into a good headspace. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. All right, you're feeling good. The vibe is right. Now for the approach. Forget cheesy pickup lines. Please, just forget them. The best way to start a conversation is by being observant and using your environment. This is what I call a situational opener. Is she standing near the snack table? You could walk up and say something like, "Have you tried these? They're surprisingly good," or "I'm trying to decide if this dip is a work of art or a culinary crime. What's your verdict?" It's light, it's about a shared experience, and it's not directly about her looks, which can feel less pressuring. Another great way is to comment on the music, the decorations, or even ask who she knows at the party. For example, "Hey, I love this song. Do you know who the artist is?" Or, "Hi, I'm Alex. How do you know the host?" These openers are brilliant because they're low stakes and create an easy, natural entry into a conversation. You've successfully broken the ice. High five. Now, how do you keep the conversation from dying after 30 seconds? The key is to transition from observations to questions about her. But not just any questions. Avoid rapid-fire interview-style questions like, "Where are you from? What do you do? What's your major?" It feels like an interrogation. Instead, use open-ended questions that invite a story or an opinion. For example, after she tells you what she does for work, instead of just saying, "Cool," you can ask, "Oh, that sounds interesting. What's the most unexpected part of your job?" Or "What got you into that field in the first place?" These questions show you're genuinely interested in her as a person, not just ticking off boxes on a checklist. Remember to share about yourself, too. A conversation is a two-way street. It's a dance of give and take. If you ask her a question, be prepared to answer it yourself. This creates balance and helps her get to know you as well. Now, let's talk about the unsung hero of all great conversations. Active listening. This is more than just waiting for your turn to talk. It's about actually hearing what she's saying, processing it, and responding thoughtfully. Nod your head, maintain friendly eye contact, and use small verbal cues like "hung," "right," or "wow" to show you're engaged. A powerful technique is to reference something she mentioned earlier in the conversation. For example, if she told you she loves hiking 20 minutes ago, you could later say, "You know, when you were talking about hiking, it reminded me of this crazy trail I went on last summer, ... double quotes. This shows you weren't just hearing words, you were paying attention. It makes people feel seen and valued, which is a massive component of building rapport and attraction. As the conversation flows, your body language is speaking volumes. Make sure it's saying the right things. Stand with an open posture, no crossed arms, which can seem defensive or closed off. Angle your body towards her to show she has your full attention, and smile. A genuine smile is your greatest asset. It's warm, inviting, and contagious. You don't need to be a comedian, but finding moments to share a laugh is huge. Humor is a universal connector. Tease playfully and gently, but never at her expense. The goal is to create a fun, positive bubble for the two of you. If you're both laughing and enjoying the moment, you're doing everything right. She'll associate you with feeling good, and that's exactly what you want. So, the party is buzzing around you, but you two are in your own little world. How do you keep her interested as the night goes on? Mix things up. Don't just stand in one spot for 2 hours. suggest a change of scenery. You could say, "Hey, it's getting a little loud in here. Want to go check out the patio where we can actually hear each other? Or I'm going to grab another drink. Would you like one?" This does a few things. It breaks up the monotony. It shows you're proactive, and it turns the interaction into a mini adventure. It also gives you a chance to see how you move and interact together in different settings. Navigating a crowded room to get drinks can be a fun team-building exercise in its own strange way. Now, for the grand finale, a smooth exit and securing the next step. Every good thing must come to an end, and it's better to end the conversation on a high note while she's still having a great time rather than letting it fizzle out. You don't have to talk to her all night long. At a natural pause, you can say something like, "Well, I should probably go find my friends before they send out a search party, but I've really loved talking to you." This is polite and shows you have a social life outside of this one conversation. Then, this is the crucial part. You make your move. Be direct and confident. Say, "I'd love to continue this conversation sometime. Are you on Instagram? Or could I get your number?" By offering a choice, it feels less demanding. If she gives it to you, fantastic. Smile and say, "Great, I'll text you this week." And then actually follow through. A simple text the next day like, "Hey, it's Alex from the party. It was great meeting you last night," is perfect. Let's recap the key takeaways. First, go in with a mindset of genuine connection, not conquest. Second, use situational openers comment on your shared environment. Third, ask open-ended questions and be an active listener. Show you care about her answers. Fourth, use positive body language and humor to build rapport. Create a fun vibe. Fifth, don't be afraid to change the scenery and go on a mini adventure within the party. And finally, end on a high note and be direct and confident when asking to connect again. Following these steps will not only increase your chances of getting her number, but will make you a more confident, charismatic conversationalist in any social setting. It's about respect, genuine interest, and creating a positive experience for both of you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips help you feel more prepared and confident at your next party. Remember, practice makes progress. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or your own go-to party tips. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.